The good old days of 2019, pop-up cameras, crazy color shifting backs and headphone jacks. Hi, Casper here, and today we're gonna take a look at Redmi K20. It was released back in 2019 and over 2 years later it is not quite brand new, but it's still a good phone that is worth buying. Let's start with the outside. On the front, they have a 6.3-inch 1080p AMOLED panel with fingerprint sensor hidden under it. Overall, a high-quality display with vibrant colors, deep blacks, and decent viewing angles. Of course, it lacks a lot to 2021 flagship displays, but for this price range, it's still pretty impressive. The back of the phone is covered in plastic with this color-shifting design on the blue and red variants and carbon fiber-like look on the black variant. I have the blue one and I have to say it looks much better IRL than on the video. You can also cover the back with an included hard plastic case. It is definitely not one of the most luxury feeling cases, but it gets the job done. Of course, if you are going to use this phone as a daily driver, I recommend getting some better cases because hard plastic cases usually don't absorb too much. But free case is always better than no case. On the top of the phone you can find the pop-up front camera and, surprisingly, a headphone jack. On the bottom there is a USB Type-C, a single speaker, a SIM card tray with 2 SIM card slots and no SD card slot. The left side is empty and right side contains some pretty tactile volume buttons and this shiny red power button. Sides of the phone are made out of pretty cheap feeling plastic, but it's to be expected in a budget phone. The optical under-display fingerprint sensor is pretty fast and reliable under stock ROM. After installing a custom ROM, its from button not working. When it comes to cameras, on the back of the phone we have 3 sensors, a 14 megapixel wide, 8 megapixel telephoto, and 13 megapixel ultra wide. They are pretty decent, but considering how bad Xiaomi's camera software is, after flashing a custom ROM with Gcam, it should be much better. Here are some photos I have taken on this phone. Front pop-up camera is a 20 megapixel sensor that can be used to unlock phone with your face, but I don't recommend it because with pop-up camera, face unlock can easily break your front camera motor. Also, the security level is very low, like in most Android smartphones, because the face unlock feature relies only on the camera without any additional sensors. Here are some photos I have taken with the front camera. Yes, I took normal photos with front camera because I'm ugly. Okay, here you go, actual selfie. Honestly, even with all the filters turned off, the Chinese camera software makes me look really weird. Also, there's a pretty bad, I guess, sort of AI-based portrait mode because this phone has no depth sensor in the front. With the back camera, it might be actually possible to get some normal bokeh. The 4000 mAh battery is enough for an entire day of normal usage. The phone does not support wireless charging but bundles with a 18-watt quick charge charger. When it comes to performance, this phone is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 730 chip with 6 GB of RAM. I tested it in many apps and a few games and none of them froze. Of course, it is not the fastest phone in the world, but for basic tasks it should be enough. In Geekbench we get 546 points on single core and 1769 on multi-core, as well as 943 points in Vulkan Compute Benchmark. Now, the topic that's a problem for many Chinese phones: software. The phone runs on MIUI, which is Xiaomi's Android skin, has a lot of load ads and likes to break apps. I don't like it and I do not recommend keeping the default global MIUI ROM. I always install Xiaomi EU ROM on Xiaomi phones, which is Chinese version of MIUI, which has faster updates and more features, just adjusted to European market with Chinese spyware stuff removed and no ads. Also, if you don't like MIUI at all, you can flash a custom ROM like Pixel Experience or my favorite for this phone, Shapeshift OS. Definitely this phone has a great customer support. You can even run Selfish OS with just mobile Linux on it. Now let's summarize this real quick. I don't recommend buying new old phones, let me explain. Which means phones older than a year in a new condition. Price of them usually does not fall too much from the original release day price, and you can get a used or refurbished one in a new-like state for much lower price. I got mine on Polish Marketplace, used to leave just a few scratches on the frame and brand new accessories in the box for a little bit over $100. It is still a great phone, and you will find it in a good state for less than $150. It is definitely worth buying. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, leave a like and subscribe. And if you want to ask me anything, leave a comment. Links to my social media accounts are in the description. Goodbye and see you in the next one.